Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Seen Beyond and Through with Monty. As of right now, I'm sure that all of you are familiar with the case of Sha Carri Richardson, the would have been Olympian who tested positive for marijuana. And it's very doubtful that she will go to the Olympics. However, there's still a slight chance that she may be on the 4x4 relay team. It is up to the selection committee because that particular event happens after her 30-day suspension would be lifted. But what I want to get into right now is because every time someone does a mess up, when they make a mistake, when they make a blunder, it just seems like things from their past comes up. And you would kind of wonder, do these people have agents? I believe she does. Do they have managers? I believe she does. Do they have advisors? Well, she's a Nike athlete, so apparently so. So I would like to know, why didn't they get on this particular story months back? They should have nipped it into the bud, because I do not believe that the marijuana thing is going to hurt her, stall her career, or do much damage. But this other incident just may. And we're in a society, the Me Too movement, the sexual, what is that, abuse towards women is not tolerated. We're in a society that hatred pretty much is not tolerated. It's looked down upon. Homophobia is looked down upon. But apparently, Sha Carri has a problem with this. She has a problem with that. And she has a problem with that. And that being the color pink. Listen to this. If you're a nigga and you wear pink, die in a pit because you gay as F. Wow, that is just so hateful. It's so unfortunate. It's just very immature, very uncultured. And she's 21 years old, some people may say. But I would say that there's a lot of 21-year-olds who are not saying this. And for a 21-year-old athlete who's traveled the world over, who should be worldly, you would think that she would be more mature as to allow a color that is worn by some men to upset her. And then you have to wonder, again, management, agents, why didn't they jump on this beforehand? They could have easily used the lie, my account was hacked. But nothing was done. This was dug up. But this shows you where her mindset is. But let's move on. Because it seems to me that Miss Sha Carri Richardson is blatantly homophobic. But I would have thought differently from a world-class athlete. Someone who has traveled the globe, experienced other people, other cultures, other lifestyles. I would have thought they would have been a bit more open. And it just shows you that some people choose to be imprisoned by their own ignorance, selfishness, and bigotry. And it's such a shame, though, because you really have to wonder what happened with Chrissy Teigen and those tweets. And these tweets by Sha Carri Richardson. Now, Lil Nas has two things going against him. For her, One, he's wearing pink, and two, he's gay. And this is something that she has told the world that she does not like. Look at this tweet right here. Such a shame. If you support Lil Nas X, you can unfollow me. Why? Why would you even tweet that out there? You know, I listen to her speak, and she doesn't come off as being the most brightest, articulate person, the most cultured. And I guess to a lot of people, something like this would not be all that surprising. But the venom about the men wearing pink, just that venom about something that you can just die. Right here. You wear pink, die in a pit because you gay as F. That's just so uncalled for. It really is. And it really questions, her mindset to have that much negativity in her, that much hatred in her, to be so intolerant of people who are not even bothering her. What is a man who wears pink? How does that even affect you? How does a man being gay even affects you? There are plenty of straight men out there. It's not taking anything away from her. So these tweets that she put out there, I truly believe that they will be a lot more damaging than the marijuana use. Marijuana use people will rally behind her. But these tweets in which I just found out today, I'm not so sure about. Because we've seen what tweets can do to people, how they have canceled people. And speaking of cancel culture, it seems to me that women are much more affected by it than men. Chrisette Michele was canceled. To some degree, Donna Summer was a long time ago. I don't know how this is going to affect Sha Carri Richardson, but Lil Nas X has not done anything to her. He's just basically living his life, doing his thing, which is not her thing, but it's his life, not her life. And she puts out a tweet, if you follow Lil Nas X or supports him, unfollow me. Basic bigotry at its worst. So this could not come at a bad, at worst time for her pretty much. Wish she would not have even supported this right here. I mean, would she not have even said this? So uncalled for. But we'll just have to see how this plays out. A lot of it's going to be dependent on if Lil Nas X comes forward and say that he forgives her, that he can understand. We'll have to see, but I'm not sure if he would do that. I'm sure that her people will reach out to him. And, here it comes right now. I can just picture it. Her waving a gay flag, doing charity work for gay organizations, speaking in support of LBGT, the community. That's bound to happen. It always does when people get into trouble. Would it be sincere? Of course not. It would be her trying to save her ass, to be honest with you. In regards to this particular topic, we'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is another edition of Sin Beyond and Through with Monty, and I will see you all beyond and through.